Okay, so I'm looking back at this. I'm going to put a darker ultramarine blue here, and I'm going to start going up here and making some of these darker and sort of deciding on the fly, color-wise, what I feel like doing. Just trying to get a nice wide range of all the blues and reds and violets. And let's see, that's right, I'm going with a little bit stronger concentration, kind of juicy, I might call it, of just the ultramarine blue. It's really fun to see these things evolve. They start building up. So let's see, I got plenty of that. The more layers you build up, the easier it is to reactivate the lower layer, regardless of how gentle your touch is. But I have kind of learned that even in areas where some paint might get picked up and get a little stripy, that I can fix those individual areas, and it's definitely worth it to get, I believe, to get a unified feeling and a nice variety of colors, wide variety. Nice, so that's getting a little bit darker. Dropping in a little bit. Another thing I was gonna, as I watch these, sometimes I learn just what I do a little bit more, and when I am dropping in a little extra paint, there is a sort of a almost touching it as quickly as I can and then coming back away. I'm not trying to do that. Mostly just trying to touch the one watery drop to another watery drop from the brush to the paper. I may have added a little bit too much over there, but I'm not going to worry about that. Or am I? Oh, I might as well worry about it. Let's see. It's drying a little bit inconsistent because I was doing some demonstrating of dropping in color. So this is an opportunity to sort of re-wet everything like that. Try to be careful. Paint will get on your finger and then it can drip on your paper if you're not careful. But I'm just going to try to move it around kind of quickly, and it will just kind of even everything out. And you can do that as long as the shape is still damp, at least. And that will, you'll have to think about if that is going to work for your composition, and it will, because I know that's going to get darker. It'll bring in a lot, then you'll have a lot of watery paint to soak up with a thirsty brush, which is no big deal. I am going to be a little bit of a perfectionist. Just getting on a small brush. I'm going to soak up this that's down here. And I'm also just going to paint along that edge, try to clean that up a little bit. This is such a small brush that it's really not going to take away the watery paint very fast. And that is a technique that can be a little bit trickier with 140 pound, because it's just going to buckle when you put that much darn water on it. Everything is still watery, so I can still come along here and sort of define it. But that's enough of that shape. That's enough of that. I think I'm going to come up here, and what am I going to do? I think I'm just going to put some mostly quin rose. That'll be interesting. Maybe on this shape and this shape. A little bit stronger concentration. Grabbing a brush here that's a little bit smaller, not too much, and it's not touching this shape. Let's see, where's a good little spot? I think I'll just mix it in here, because it's okay. There was a little bit of blue there before, and there's a little bit of blue here and there anyways, and that's going to be okay. This shape, once again, I'm reminding myself where I'm painting, this one and this one. Okay. That's less appealing to me than I was hoping it was going to be. I'm going to see what happens if I try to use a little bit more just the quin rose instead of sort of mixed in. Ooh. Painting one shape while another is still wet, like you may have heard me say before, can get you into trouble because if I'm not paying attention to where water is pooling in that shape, because I'm paying attention to only this shape, that can create some heartache. The more layers you build up, the trickier it will be to see your line drawing. But that's easy to just strengthen with your pencil. Yeah. It's a pretty decent value shift from here to here. I'm going to see how it dries, and I may need to lift back a little bit of color there, but it may be just a matter of making this one darker, of moving forward. Okay, dry time.